Hello, hello.
Hi.
Hey, everybody. What's up, Meg?
What's up?
How
Hello,
are
everyone
you?
else in the universe who's watching, because clearly you're all here with us today.
It's Watch of the Week. We are back. We took a break last week, and we're back now. And it's a week to be back.
Would you say it's marvelous to be back?
I would say that.
I'm gonna drink to that. That sounds like a good one.
Should that be our drinking word?
Marvelous, not Marvel, because there's a lot of Marvel talk going on today.
Marvelous.
Okay. Yeah.
Cheers.
Yes.
Cheers. Now, if you're just joining and you haven't watched Watch of the Week before, I am Liz Prue, and I am the co-founder of purefandom.com, joined by my queen, my wonderful co-founder, Meg Bonnie.
Hey, guys.
And every Wednesday at 9, we talk about the Watch of the Week, whether that's news, things you should be watching, things you shouldn't be watching, and things we're just watching because we have nothing else to do.
Pandemic, guys.
Pandemic. It's super fun. And I mean, there is so much Marvel news to talk about. Like, it's basically taken over. So, Meg, why don't you break down for us what was announced? We had that amazing trailer. Fantastic. I sobbed. I really did.
Here, right? Like, I don't know. That was just, it was so cute. And like, you forget how many movies there were and how many like little moments there were. Remember all the big stuff, but like, there's a lot of cute, like little people connections. Stan.
I know. I mean, it's 10 years. It's 10 years of, and that's why, and like, not to, I mean, I'm definitely a DC fan, but it's like, you can't catch up to 10 years of films that took like 15, 20 years of planning into like 2 years. I mean, it's just, the phase 1 through 3 is just, it's ridiculous. I'm so excited for phase 4. Okay. So with the vaccine out, hopefully we got some herd immunity going. All the theaters are like, yes, production companies, let's do this. And we have some official release dates, like in theater, not Disney Plus. Like these are like real release dates, right?
I think some of them will be like Disney Plus Premium. I didn't read all of that side of the press release. I was looking more like synopsis because like some of these we don't really know, or we didn't up until now know anything about them. So like obviously Black Widow, we've heard about it. It's like this cloud that we've been waiting to come and grace us with her reign. But where is she?
You know, she gone straight to DVD, and they're fine with that. They're like, come hell or high water, if another COVID variant comes out, Black Widow will still be released. They're just releasing it in July. That's happening.
Yep, July 9th is Black Widow. So that's like the first in the new wave of fun times, good times. And so that's obviously about Natasha, and it's like her past is, we don't really know. We just kind of knew she was a spy. So now we get to see like all that going down, which I'm excited about because I think I always liked her, but I really, really loved her after like Endgame, and everything in that just made me like really I wanted more of her.
So
don't know what you got till it's gone.
What's crazy is I saw, and if you guys have joined our live streams before, you know that I consume all of my news and information from TikTok, and and I saw a TikTok where this woman was like, okay, me and my boyfriend have a theory, and this theory has been out there, but I've been thinking about it a lot more, that at the end of Endgame, when Cap goes back to put the stones back, when, you know, the theory is, what if he went back and got Nat from like a different timeline, whatever. But the whole reason he did it was to not disrupt the timeline. So it kind of debunks the theory that he would like pull out Natasha and like mess everything up that he's supposedly fixing. But in this TikTok, this woman said when he delivers the soul stone back, you know, Red Skull said like 100 times, it's a soul for a soul. So what if with him restoring the soul, there's like a loophole? Because, you know, there's always a loophole. Okay. Bonnie Bennetted that. And he said, and if you got that joke, drop it in the comments. he got Natasha back.
That would be awesome.
Maybe. And that's how she's like alive. Because otherwise it's just like, why? I mean, I not why are we doing this movie? I think it's awesome and she's deserved her own movie forever because I love Black Widow. But everything they put out has a purpose. And this is a really big budget film. Like you wouldn't just do it to be like, well, she deserves one. Like it has to be more than that. She deserves more than that.
Agreed. And it's all connected. And like looking at especially the new slate of movies coming out, you can really see like how they've planted all these seeds with the shows to like pump up the movie. So we'll get to that. So the next one is in September of 2021, and that is Shang Chi. I believe that's how you say it. I don't know if it's a hard ch or a sh, but it's Shang Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. So that looks super cool. And so if you don't know, if you haven't seen much about it, so it stars Simu Liu, I believe is how you say it.
I think so.
Don't worry. He's going to be like a household name in like a few months, guys. We'll all know. And he plays Shang-Chi, who must confront the past he thought he left behind when he is drawn into the web of mysterious Ten Rings organization. So it sounds a little like mob-esque, which is kind of fun. And I'm really excited because that one also has Awkwafina in it. As you saw the trailer, that was kind of part of the big trailer. So that's in September. And then I know you're super excited about this next one in November of 2021 is Eternals, which holy cast and hype and like my stars. So that one is
right.
I feel like that's going to be like the big one. And we'll talk more about that. So that is a team of superheroes that has been living on Earth in secret for thousands of years. And they're kind of connected to the Celestials. Again, we'll go into that. And if Celestial sounds familiar, Star-Lord's dad was a Celestial. So he's like half Celestial. And they have to fight the Deviants. Like, I mean, this is all new fun things, which, hello, give us new fun things. So that's Eternals. That's in November. And then December 2021 is Spider-Man No Way Home, which there have been so many rumors about this movie. Like, we don't even know who's going to be in it and not in it. Like, is Tom Holland even in this one? We don't know.
I don't even think he's in it. I think it's everyone else but Tom Holland. I'm convinced.
There's just so many rumors about it. Like, I don't know. I'm excited about that one. I think it's going to be cool. So then on to 2022, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. So that's in March of 2022. So I think that one is going to be freaking bananas. So that's got Scarlet Witch is going to be in that one. Doctor Strange, Wong, like all of these other people. And then it says in here on the official Marvel press thing that America Chavez is going to be in it. She is a Marvel character and she's from the comics. She hasn't really been on screen yet. So I've heard that they were going to maybe do a show of her. But she's going to be in the Doctor Strange movie. So many fun things, guys. May of 2022, Thor, Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder.
Oh my God. So then Jane is back for that one. Did you know Christian Bale's in that one? He's like bad guy. Hello. Give us some newsies. Do some dancing. I love it.
It's actually a Newsies crossover.
Yes.
It's a Disney
Cowboy.
Plus special.
He makes it west, and he goes to Asgard, wherever that is, New Asgard. It'll be great. July 2022 is Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. I'm just gonna sob that whole movie.
Yeah, I was like bawling when I saw that. I said, "Okay, I need to mentally prepare for that one."
Oh. Doing it to us. Yep. November of 2022 is The Marvels, and that's the sequel to Captain Marvel. And Monica Rambeau, who was in WandaVision, is going to be in that one. So, I mean, how freaking cool is that? Because it really set up her character, and now we're all excited about her. Gosh, the way they plan these things. Like, can Marvel plan my life, please? Like, they've got it together.
It gives me they really do. They have their shit together. They just really crush it. And I think
and the intro.
Well, there's so much. Oh my gosh. Okay. There's so much to talk about. First, I want to talk about, and
do you want the 2023s?
We didn't talk about 2023s?
They kept going.
Okay,
yeah. So
let's go.
I'll do it real quick because we'll probably forget by the time that rolls around.
That's fine.
Who knows where we'll be in 2023? We'll be living in Mars. Who knows? So Ant-Man and the Wasp, and that's Quantumanium or Quantumania. So I feel like stuff's going to break. People are going to have to fix it. It's probably going to be the Wasp and the Ant-Man. May of 2023 is Guardians of the Galaxy 3. That's exciting. And then Fantastic Four was kind of teased with that 4 at the end of the trailer, according to my husband. And it's actually listed on the Marvel site. It says Fantastic Four. It doesn't say anything about it, just that it's going to be a thing. And there's really no other information about it. Like, they love a tease. Marvel loves a tease. And I don't know. I'm excited because of my husband. I don't know if you guys have ever watched Liz and my husband Mike talk like crazy about like Fantastic Four and X-Men and Marvel. He's really into Fantastic Four and like that whole thing and what they bring to the Marvel universe, because he thinks they're like the royal family, the first people that he really cared about. So I don't know. I'm excited for him. You know, marriage does that to you, but I think it's gonna be cool.
You're a good wife. You're a good supportive wife, and I'm so pumped. I think. Well, first I want to talk about. Let's first talk about, and I looked up to make sure we're saying it right. And Simu Liu shared his name with Phonetic Guides.
Oh, good. Okay.
And for Asian Heritage Month for his Marvel character. So I wanted to make sure we did it. So it's the actor is Simu Liu, and
got it.
And he actually, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong in the comics, but he like tweeted Marvel that he should be this character, and then he was cast. Like,
I think that's awesome.
Yeah, I think that's how he like got his name in the ring, which is amazing. And his Marvel character is Shang Chi. Shang-Chi.
Yes. Okay.
So that is, and he tweeted that. Yes. So Simu Liu is how you pronounce the actor's name, and then Shang-Chi. So on Shang-Chi, which is cool, the history in the comic books, I think he develops like heightened like ascension abilities through like kind of like what we see, it sounds like in Doctor Strange a little bit, like when you just get on that like different plane of like self and being, a little more kind of like that vibe. But in the comics, he is like the best hand-to-hand combat fighter like of all time, like ever. Like I guess Captain America goes and gets trained by him, like says I need to learn to fight, and so I'm going to have Shang-Chi train me. So it's he has those connections in the comics, and then clearly something supernatural or whatever is going on. There's some superpower there because they showed some, you know, CGI funness. So I'm really excited about that. But what I'd love to talk to you about is, I know.
I just want to look at it. Okay, I'm going to look at it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right?
Hey, so, thanks for tweeting, sir, because yes.
I know, the best.
Marvelous. It's just marvelous.
It's just marvelous. Cheers.
I'm glad you looked up how to say his name, because I tried to find it, but because we haven't really gotten much press about it.
He just tweeted it.
To know that and to make the effort to say things correctly or ask if you don't know. So
absolutely. So let's talk Eternals, because one, I think it could introduce X-Men, and we can dive into that, and females. Okay, let's do this. So the lead of the Eternals, so you said, you know, they were created by Celestials like 7,000 years ago or something. It sounds like it's kind of, and you know, I love Ridley Scott to death. Like the Alien franchise is like my favorite, but it kind of sounds like maybe he was inspired, Ridley Scott, by this a little bit, because it sounds like the Celestials created the Eternals and the Deviants as like an experiment on humanity, just like in the Alien franchise. You know, like, did it work? Did it not? Did we fail?
I have a cool thing. Hang on, I'm reaching for it.
Let me see. What is that?
Oh, sorry, camera. Sorry, everyone. Don't get dizzy. Isn't that cute?
It's adorable.
Yeah, I got it in my Loot Crate. And I was like, Liz would like this. So I put it on my desk to show you. And then my child stole it, as they often do. So.
Right, of course they do. Of course, duh.
Continue. So inspired? Yeah. Yes.
So I think inspired by that, because it's kind of what it sounds like. But there are, so while they're like all powerful beings, you know, they can basically do all the things. There are restrictions. So it's like, it's almost like they're prevented from attacking a celestial. They can't leave the galaxy. So they have some interesting limitations that I'm curious if it will transition to the movies. And then also,
so very vampire-y sounding. I love it.
Yeah, it is. It's more like sci-fi supernatural stuff, which I very much appreciate. And additionally, they so I guess when the Celestials were making the Eternals, some other and I think it's actually like mutations, like other small superpowers, like were just trickled through DNA. So I'm to other humans. So I'm wondering if, however, Eternals can't reproduce. They can reproduce themselves, but they don't get those like same powers, their offspring. But I'm wondering if that's where mutants will come into
play. The mutant gene?
The mutant gene, right. Because Celestials, you know, it's all about, and we learned this in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, it's all about like mixing DNA and, you know, what happens to your genes. So, which is obviously very X-Men.
I'm looking at this bonkers cast. Please continue.
Right? And additionally, the Eternals came across Apocalypse in Apocalypse's heyday. So like they've been doing stuff with X-Men. Like there's
some crossover there.
There's some crossover there. But okay, so before we dive into the cast, just to give everyone like a timeline of where this fits in, because I was a little confused. I was like, so where is this happening? According to the official synopsis for Eternals, this is quoted from, I think I stole this from Screen Rant. The superheroes will reunite after the events of Endgame. For more like context, WandaVision was set 3 weeks after the blip. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier was set a few months after. And then due to the 5-year time jump between Avengers, Infinity War, and Endgame, both of those Disney Plus shows actually technically take place in 2023. So it's assumed that Eternals takes place in 2023. However, the movie's overall story is going to span 7,000 years.
Dang, okay.
Yeah, so there's a lot going on.
Okay, so I looked up on Wikipedia on the Deviants. So I looked more at the Celestials when we were, gearing up for tonight. But it kind of does sound like they have a mutant vibe. I think you're completely right. I think that more so the Deviants, just in this description I'm reading, the Deviants sound more mutant-y. They talk about cosmetic mutations by celestial design, never repeated. I mean, yes.
And interesting to dive into the all-star cast. So Angelina Jolie plays Thena. Coincidentally, for the first time, here's my watch of the week. I watched Salt this week.
Oh, how was Salt?
Fantastic film. Like a wonderful, like mid-2000s thriller. Is she a spy? Is she not? What's going on? Angelina on a motorcycle, like I live. So I was already like in a mood for this. And Thena, she is an Eternal, and while she's not like technically as powerful as the other ones, she's a straight up badass. She's like warrior extreme. She can still fly, super strength. She's got like kinetic energy. She can do all the things. But what's super interesting about her is that she has had like 1,000-year forbidden romance with a deviant warlord named Crow.
We love to see it. Thank you. Romeo and Juliet. That's right. What was missing from the Marvel world. Thank you, Phase 4.
So I'm here for this.
Marvelous.
Very much here for all of this because that like automatically it's like, oh, there is depth. Like, were we just made to be enemies? Are we actually enemies? If we can love each other, why can't we all love each other? Thanos just happened. There's a lot to unpack there. So she plays Thena. And then isn't the leader I need to look up all their names. Their actual names. Cersei. Who plays Cersei's like the leader of them all. And that's Gemma Chan, right?
Yes, and I think Crow is the leader of the Deviants in the comic book stuff. I don't know if that's how they're doing it in the film. Probably.
That's Thena's love.
Oh, drama. I love.
Yes.
Oh. God, this cast. I can't even.
I know. So Ajax is, and I hope I'm saying that right. I don't know.
I don't even see Crow on IMDb.
I don't think Crow is on IMDb, but that doesn't mean.
If you know, please tell us.
But Ajax, so this is played by Salma Hayek, and in the comics, that's a male character. She is, and I guess she's like a leader too, and she has some abilities where like she can actually like, I think it's like communicate with her mind with the Celestials. Like there's something funky going on there. So I'm wondering if because she can do that, will the post-credit scene or will at the end or some point in the movie, will Peter Quill get like a weird message in his head and be like, what the heck was that? And it's Salma Hayek being like, what's good?
Right?
I know.
Like a mutant fax?
I don't know. But like my theories are like going all nuts right now.
I don't even see Crow in the list of people. Is he going to be like a surprise? Do I already know Crow? Is he already part of things? Is it Magneto? We don't know. Just kidding. That's not real, guys. I just made that up. But wouldn't it be cool?
But who knows? Who knows? But I think with the fact that Wanda is now officially Scarlet Witch, she's like going down the path of Sorcerer Supreme. We have the multiverse, and then we have the Doctor Strange film. Now we have Eternals. Fox has been acquired. X-Men are coming. Okay. And we all know that the female X-Men characters are like, they're just everything. Like Rebecca Romijn, Mystique, it does not get better than that.
And it's just like so cool. And even like, think of like the technology to make it look that good when that movie came out, it still like boggles me.
Well, she was painted.
But the way it like...
Oh, that, I know.
That.
She was painted. And well, I think, I love J-Law, but like, she wore a suit, which is fine, but you could kind of tell in some scenes, which that's okay. You want to, I respect whatever, you want to protect, but I thought Rebecca looked just so badass. And she's like 6 feet tall, she's just, come on. But I don't know.
You didn't even comment about the like Game of Thrones reunion happening here. That Richard Madden is playing, he's the tactical leader of the Eternals. And then Jon Snow. Oh, they made him a human. Kit Harington doesn't even get to be like a superpowered person.
No, he's Black Knight, which I don't know what Black Knight is.
He's a human warrior who wields a mystical sword. His name is Dane Whitman. Sounds like a romance author. Maybe he will be.
No. If he doesn't have a northern accent, I don't want it. Yeah, but Robb Stark is Icarus. So, okay, great. We're getting more Thrones, but I'm excited about the females. Okay, we're talking about females tonight. That's what I'm pumped about. Obviously, Kumail Nanjiani's in it, and he's just fabulous. So we are excited. But what I'm most excited about is, just the introduction of all these possible female characters and the ones we know that we're getting. And I know we've talked before about Captain Marvel and like how you bring depth to that character, because it's like, she can't be stopped. So like how...
Love is weakness. We must give her love.
We must give her love. And I love that comic book storyline where Rogue like accidentally takes her powers and like can't get rid of them. And Captain Marvel just travels to different multiverses, killing all the rogues. That's some deep shit. Like, I'm here for that. Let's bring Anna Paquin back. Okay. Let's do this. She's on a Hulu or Amazon show or something right now, and I'm sure she's doing great, but I want to see her back in this. Bobby, bring back Bobby. Iceman,
I would like to see like a full like resurgence, and like there's different versions of the X-Men that we've seen in these movies because of like ownership and timelines and stuff. But like with Doctor Strange and the Multiverse and Wanda, like throw them all in there. Like, who cares? Like, give us all of the different versions. Whoever owned it, whoever played it, you know, like, I'm down. I think everyone is, because at this point, we've all seen all of the movies, or most of us have. Like, I'd be cool with seeing, like, old and young Mystique, you know, in different ways. And, like, I would be okay with that. Like, get everyone back. That would be freaking awesome.
Well, and like you have Elliot Page now, who of course played Kitty Hawk, one of my favorite X-Men. And why can't Kitty Hawk be a male?
True. And you know,
like,
Kitty Hawk was like the inspiration for Buffy too.
That's
and
right.
It's like, it's not Kitty Hawk. It was
no, I know
it. The chat, you know,
Jazz.
Where are you at, Jazz?
Come on, Jazz. And Jazz did say that moment with Rebecca in the third movie where she becomes human. It was tragic. And I know that Phoenix film was like, you know, it was what it was. But that was tragic. I mean, she was just so good. And Jazz also, Jazz would like to know our thoughts on Deadpool taking over Stan Lee's cameo.
Shut up. Is that really happening?
And putting up missing photos of Stan Lee for the MCU. Stop it, Jazz. Is that really happening?
See, there's just like so much Marvel news. No matter how much I look for it, there's just stuff you don't see. That's what makes it so fun. Hang on. I'll go
and Jazz said, isn't the Power Broker from Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which of course became, spoiler alert, you can mute now if you don't know, Sharon Carter in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I did not know if the Power Broker was male or not in the comics, but probably. I trust you, Jazz. I trust you with my life.
Right. Jazz, come take over the show.
I know.
Take the keys. You're driving.
Take it.
I think that would be awesome. And I love like that Deadpool can do that because he's so like breaks that fourth wall.
Right.
Such a weirdo. I love him.
If we don't get an MCU proper, Hugh Jackman's Wolverine and Deadpool in a scene together.
And Spider-Man. Throw him in there too.
Throw them all in there. It's a missed opportunity. I'm telling you. And it's come on. It's going to happen. Okay. It's going to happen.
Like, come on, Marvel. Tell us. It's fine. Like, you just let us know. Right? Like,
let us know. Let us know what's going on. I haven't heard anything about what's happening. Well, Shuri is getting her own show
on Disney Plus.
On Disney Plus, and I believe Ryan Coogler is the EP on it.
I don't even know if any of that wasn't like.
Was that confirmed?
Big batch of released information. I'm just kind of looking at press releases just because there are so many rumors and so many things in Marvel. But I did not see that press release. But my goodness, it could be in there because there were so many things that came out. I love it.
Well, okay, so they're Shuri from Black Panther is getting a show, sort of. Hold on. I might be making this up. This might be a rumor, but I'm here for it. Regardless,
well, she'll be in Wakanda Forever.
Yes,
like her name was included in that. Yeah.
And we don't know anything about that script, right?
No, I don't think so. Let me just pull it up again.
I don't think we do, but oh yes, of course, there's Marvel Rising Operation Shuri on Disney Plus. My daughter loves that. That's a great one. And then the Nostalgic Podcast says, did you hear how Doctor Strange was cut from the last episode of WandaVision?
I loved that though. I loved that it was because they didn't want it to seem like they're taking away from Wanda's story and her power and her grief and like bringing in like this, and here's the super powerful white dude to like do stuff. So like I thought that it was really nice that they let her just like have that show and have that moment. I'm very happy. Like it would have been really cool because of course we love a cameo. But I'm really glad that they decided not to, because it doesn't like make me less excited for his movie. You know, that he wasn't there, you know?
Agreed.
Either way.
But I did hear about that. And I think it was kind of implied that like she would be living in that part of the universe too, once she was doing the like Scarlet Witch, Sorcerer Strange stuff. Which I like, and I'm wondering if that like replaced his cameo on that. Nostalgic Podcast also said excited about Squirrel Girl.
Oh my gosh, so tell me about Squirrel Girl, because I've not heard that news, and we love her in this house.
So
like, body positivity forever. Yes. I love you.
Love Squirrel Girl. And I got into that with watching Marvel Rising with
you know, I have a costume. I have a full costume of
You do? I love it. Oh my gosh, so fun.
I don't even know why. I think we just bought it because it was like when we were watching the Marvel Rising. But hi, Rick. It was really exciting. I don't know. And I bought the costume, and my little one has the Gwen Stacy costume. I've never worn the costume, but my oldest has, and it's like my size. Like I should just like rock that one day. Pandemic.
You actually absolutely should. I was speaking with someone, of course, via Zoom, and we had both discovered that we were at C2E2 when we were there, remember, right before the pandemic? That was right before the pandemic, right? I'm not making this up.
That was the year before. Did we go to C2E2?
But we were in Chicago.
We were in Chicago, yes.
But we didn't go to C2E2?
No, we went like the year before.
Was that
because I think we were worried about the pandemic because it had just like started trickling in. It was like very, very early 2020.
But we went to that barcade and we Cloroxed all the Mortal Kombat.
You're welcome, bar arcade in Chicago that we cleaned for you. Yeah,
okay,
that was us.
That was us. Okay, now I got it. Okay, well, I'm getting my time right. But still,
before I forget, it is Ryan Coogler is written and directed by Ryan Coogler for the Black Panther Wakanda Forever in July 2022. So you have heard parts of it. The rumor is...
I swore that he was doing her show on Disney Plus too.
Maybe.
I don't know. News is kind of convoluted for me right now with pandemicness.
Go to TikTok.
Hold on, guys.
I love TikTok, but it's so very invasive that as soon as you open it, it's like, blah! It just starts talking to you.
I cannot turn it on unless my kids are asleep and I have nothing else to do for the rest of the evening. Like I'm usually in bed because then all of a sudden, like 30 minutes it's just gone.
Yes. Yes, that's true. It's like, it is a black hole.
Yeah.
More so than any social media because it's just, it's all sorts of things. And whatever algorithms they got rocking, it's very like on the wavelength of Marvel. They're like the Marvel of social media because I'm like, yes, I would. Yeah, I am interested in that over there. Yes. Yep. They know it. They got me.
I buy my groceries based on recipes from TikTok. Like they know.
So go to TikTok and search Marvel and you will figure out what's going on with that Shuri show.
I got you guys. Don't worry.
Yeah. So what movie are you most excited about? Because I know we're excited about all of the females because the first couple phases and just comics in general were very male focused for a long time, which we love our dudes, but it really feels like the ladies are front and centering, which is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
So what are you most excited about?
Oh my gosh. Number one, Eternals. And then after that, probably Guardians of the Galaxy 3 because Gamora, as you know, is like, she's one of my all-time favorites. And I am so interested. Like her journey was just they just did it so well. Like, Infinity War was her story. And then what they did in Endgame with bringing back old Gamora, but it's like, we know at her core she's good, but like she doesn't know any of that stuff yet. So like, what the heck are they going to do? In Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Yeah, so it's almost like they get to like have a redo. But like, is it gonna be as good? Is it gonna be better, worse? Like, we didn't
even need to redo it. Like, they found this level of love where
he's gonna play the song and he's gonna think that's how, like, him and Rocket are gonna like come up with dumb schemes to try to get her to fall in love with him again. Oh my god, it's gonna be so good.
I know, it's gonna be amazing. What are you most excited for?
I think I'm very excited for Eternals because I think that looks awesome. And I love that it kind of touches every aspect of the Marvel universe so far and kind of brings it together, and definitely has potential to like be what introduces mutants. And I love X-Men, you know that. So very excited about that. Also Black Widow, just because I feel like she got sidelined for a long time. And like, I want her to have her day in the sun, in the Russian sunshine, doing whatever flippy things she's going to do. I'm excited to see that. And it looked really cool. And I'm hoping like we get some Hydra in there. Like, I just want Hydra to come back. I know it's terrible and I'm team good guys, but I just think Hydra needs to come back.
Well, they're great bad guys, you know? And then you have Florence Pugh in there. Florence Pugh is amazing, playing her sister. But
two of them together? Oh my God.
I know. I'm not sure if it's like her actual sister or if they're just like sisters by...
Like Gamora has...
Code.
Whatever
Nebula.
her name is. Nebula, sister. Sisterhood. Oh, and their sisterhood story. I thought that was like the best.
Again, perfect. And there we go. I'm excited to see where it goes from there because like they're close still, like they're close again. And it's like Gamora, you know, past Gamora is seeing the Nebula she's always wanted to see, but she doesn't. Somewhere. Right, but she doesn't realize she's the one that brought it out, you know? So it's just interesting. Jazz says Black Widow, 100% most excited for.
That's awesome.
Ooh. Jazz said, do you think old Gamora being back will mess up the timeline like old Loki?
Speaking of Loki, that's
coming out on Wednesdays.
Yeah, 2 days early.
So excited.
Wednesday,
New Friday. I think maybe what if Loki goes to like see Gamora and we get like because it looks like in the Loki trailer, he's like helping, you know, the time people or whatever. Fix things. So what if he gets to like bleep into all these different... I know.
That sounds amazing.
It's going to be amazing. I don't know. Oh, Jazz said, what if Peggy becomes Captain America? Well, we just had Anthony Mackie become Captain America, and I'm here for that. But anyway, we can bring Peggy back. You know, let's bring Peggy back because Agent Carter was canceled too soon. And
I want Peggy to like put her niece in her place. Like, excuse me, young lady.
I know. The Nostalgic Podcast says that his or her gut, or they says, Gut's telling me the Eternals will be the first dud for Marvel. I hope no, but the trailer was underwhelming. Well, that was not the first official trailer. That was just little clips they were putting in their Phase 4 teaser. And I did see, you guys are going to laugh. I did see on TikTok.
That should be the new drink.
That should be the new drink. That Angelina Jolie has just said in an interview, she has seen the actual trailer, but it has not been released yet.
See, I don't know. You know, I'm always like glass half full. I usually don't say anything too terrible. If I don't like something, I just won't talk about it. So if like after Eternals comes out and you don't hear me talk about it here,
right,
then you'll know. But I like to go in with a full glass of optimism.
Same.
Because there's enough not good things going on. So I'm ready. And I'm ready to see people. I mean, I'll watch anything. That's why we're here. That's why we do what we do. We'll watch anything. I watched the damn Ewok movie.
Oh my God.
Right? Where's the bell? Ding.
Ding. I know. Well, we also haven't talked about Real Housewives of New Jersey yet.
I saw a coloring book from the Real Housewives and I thought of you.
Oh, which franchise was it?
I don't know. All of them. I think it's all of them.
Okay.
How amazing would it be if Loki, because now that they're kind of like having like a slowdown. Like I want to see him like binging some Bravo. Like throw that in there too. You know, like I just want them to do some weird normal stuff. And I think Loki would watch The Real Housewives and have thoughts. That's my theory.
Absolutely. Loki would be the Andy Cohen of the MCU. For sure.
Or like Owen Wilson's character, like being weirdly obsessed with it. Like I just want some of like our normal weird stuff, like, or like to watch Naked and Afraid. That was my weird quarantine show for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
It's so weird. And I don't even like going to my backyard. So I don't know why I enjoy that show. Like, I don't even like going out there when I'm like fully clothed. I'm like, oh, see you in the fall. But yeah, I don't know. So you watched Salt. That was your watch of the week. I finally finished Bridgerton. I don't know why I kept falling asleep in that last episode. It wasn't boring. It's just, you know, I'm old now, so that happens. But I did watch a movie, and I thought of you because I figured you either have watched it or will watch it. I watched the new Mortal Kombat.
Oh, we watched that too. Yes.
It was gruesome. We did not eat while we were watching it. And I'm so happy we made that decision because, yeah, I guess like video game blood, especially like pixelated video game blood of our day.
Right.
It does not have the same effect as like real movie effects, you know, because like dying. That shield cutting someone's head in half. I could live like thousands of years and never need to see that situation again. That was crazy, but also cool. But I don't know what that says about me as a person if I think it was cool. So we're just going to say crazy.
I mean, it's Mortal Kombat. So like I love it. That was my favorite game.
There's so many nods to it too. Like the stances and like even like the punches they were throwing. I was like, oh, that's cool. I thought it was awesome and very pleasant to look at. Thank you.
I mean, the OG Liu Kang in the original movie was my sexual awakening, along with Princess Katana, who is my bitch. So I'm hoping in the next sequel.
Wait, was Katana in it?
No.
I was going to say, I don't remember her. I remember the one whose mouth opens all crazy.
Melina. That's her like doppelganger, like evil, kind of like sister, whatever. So I thought it was good, but honestly, like, I wish the whole movie would have just been the like 16th century Sub-Zero Scorpion.
Okay,
battle.
were you like,
I was here for that
backstory? Like, I wanted, like, but why do you hate him? But like, I get you hate him. You really hate him. Like, you're trying to really kill him in all timelines, like his descendants. Get it? I feel that passion. But like, why?
I want to know where that started.
I
wanted that period piece.
Yes.
So we're throwing that out there. I'm there for that. Oh, we have a comment from Mayhem Media. What's up, Will?
I was going to say, I know him.
Oh, it's about it going back to Peggy Carter. What If is that animated series where what if they become like she becomes Captain Britain. Yes.
Okay.
That would be cool. Yeah, I would like to see that live action. That'd be cool. Yep.
Very cool. Will, did you watch Mortal Kombat?
You know Will watched Mortal Kombat. You know he did.
It was just so graphic. And as parents, there was just a small window of time when we all could watch that. And I'm proud of us. I just want to say I'm proud of us.
I know.
But it was really good. And I don't know, I thought aesthetically, even with all the gore, it really felt like a good adaptation of that video game. Because that video game was nonsense. I feel like our parents were a little right
about it. It is nonsense.
Like they had some points, valid points were made.
Right.
But I thought it was really good. And but totally with you. Like I wanted that, like, give me like 10 minutes of that backstory. Why do you hate him so much? But like, why? And I feel like we could have gotten that, like cut out the forearm.
I wanted the whole movie. I wanted the whole movie on that. I was like, I'm invested in this right now.
And did you see like Ryan Reynolds is kind of like campaigning, but teasing that he's going to be, what's his name? The Hollywood guy, is it like
Johnny Cage? No, he's not. Is he going to be Johnny Cage?
He posted something where he's like teasing it. Those sunglasses. I used to love fighting as him because I thought he was cute. Like now you look at that pixelated weirdo and like, why was that? But whatever.
We had slim pickings. We had slim pickings back then, girl. Okay. Okay. So guys, it was basically Marvel this week. What we talked about. A lot of new movies coming out. Next week, I think, obviously we had Star Wars too. Star Wars, May the 4th be with you. That happened this week. That was also great. But maybe next week we'll do like, we've been doing some like giveaway trivia type stuff. Maybe we'll bring that back. Drop in the comments if you want to see more of that. We could bring that back. I don't know what you think, Meg, but we could bring back some trivia.
I loved the trivia. I also really want to play the game with you, and our watchers can like brush up on some things. I had written a game a long time ago, and I don't know why we never ended up playing it, where it was going to be vampire, cowboy, or alien. And I was going to give you a quote, and you had to tell me if a vampire, a cowboy, or an alien said it.
Oh my gosh, we have to do that.
I think we should definitely play that game.
Okay.
Obviously, you'll have to answer because I wrote it, so I know. But like, there's so many, the Vampire Diaries universe that we can pull from. There's now Walker on CW, so it's going to be very CW-esque because that's kind of where we live here.
That's
Pure Fandom's all about it. PureFandom.com for all your CW needs, and like a random manifest, which is on NBC, and we love. And then obviously Aliens from our favorite, Roswell, New Mexico, that has a release date, by the way. I don't know if
finally
you know it. We've got some summer shows happening. So it's in, I think, July. That's exciting. So we podcast on that. We have a podcast called Space Cowboys, and you can check that out on purefandom.com. Super fun times. But brush up on all your, your cowboy and vampire and your, aliens, and we'll have some fun with that.
I love it.
Good time.
Let's do it, girl.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for chatting with me. This has been amazing.
Yes, thanks for chatting with me. And Jazz, as always.
Jazz.
We love
you, Jazz. Hope you're enjoying your Winter Soldier notebook if you haven't gotten it yet.
It should be on the way. I got tracking info, so
hey,
head in there.
I love it.
Cheers to you.
Cheers to you. As always.
Surly. Very appropriately named Surly Brewing Company. It's not an ad, but if you want to send me something, Shirley, let me know.
Hit us up on email.
Right?
All right. Cheers, guys. Have a wonderful rest of your evening.
Go watch something.
Bye.